Guys, it's been a couple weeks. I wanted to do my Barnes& Noble's haul for February. I'm using my phone again, so I'm going to have to do this with the front viewfinder because of, I don't think you can switch it. Yeah, no, I can't switch it. Anyways, I'm going to get into this. Mind the house. It's cleaning day, so it's kind of a little messy today, especially since it's laundry day. Really didn't feel like doing my hair today, so it's just kind of a hot mess. But I'm going to do this the best way that I know how. I got a big gift card for Christmas, so I kind of splurged this week, or this month. I told myself that I'd kind of hold on to it and make it last throughout the year till Christmas next year. But I've been wanting to get some of these books. Some of them are repurchases. Because I had lent them out and I never got them back. So I've learned my lesson with that, and I really don't let people borrow my books anymore. But because it was a big amount of books, they sent it in 3 different packages. So it's kind of a little funny how it's packaged this time. Here's the, there's Kiki in the window. This was the first one that showed up. Came with the wine voucher. I never looked into it. I probably should, but I just, you know, life happens and you just kind of don't look into the stuff that you say you're going to. Of course, came with my receipt. It came with another Nook thing. This one is, it looks like, are you going to come over here and say hi to us? It's a pasta something to try out. Again, grays. This one is Hello Fresh, which I thought was kind of cool. But the book that I got in that one is Jemima J by Jane Green. If anybody really knows me, they know this is one of my absolute favorite books. Jane Green is actually one of my favorite authors. So this was a repurchase. I had borrowed it from the library once and fell in love with it. Then I bought it, and then when I was in Texas, I had lent it to my friend Norma. Norma, thank you if you're seeing this. Thanks for stealing my book. So now I'm buying a new one. So that was the first one. This was the first thing that went into my cart. I couldn't help it. Had to have it. If anybody else has had ordered one book, these packaging things are the weirdest thing ever. But anyways, the next one that showed up, I'm going to throw that on the ground. Next one, are you going to be mad at me this whole time? My cat's like looking at me all mad. But anyways, the next one that came was in a normal box. In this one, of course, like I've said before, my boyfriend loves taking these boxes because he likes to ship stuff out. And he likes these little balloon things. So he's been hounding me to get this box. In here, of course, again, is that HelloFresh coupon, which I thought was kind of cool. So I guess we can try it out twice. Dish Network, which of course is going to end up going in the trash, because if anybody knows me, they know that we are DirecTV people for a big, huge reason. My shipping label, wine.com, again, another voucher. Nook. This is a crepe erase. Not really interested in that. Another grays. And like I said, my favorite author is Jane Green. So I got Bookends. I haven't read this one, so I'm actually pretty excited. It looks like a very interesting book by Jane Green. And another one was another series that I had been looking at. So obviously I have to get book 1. I will read this one, see if I like it. If I don't like it, then obviously I won't continue. Sometimes I force myself to continue, but this one is The Selection by Kiera Cass. I personally like hardback books. If I can find it in hardback, I will. So I was actually pretty bummed that I couldn't find the Jane Green books in hardback, but that's fine. So this one actually is really interesting when I looked at it. I have been looking on different, like I've seen them at Walmart, I saw them at Target, I saw them at Barnes& Noble's. There's a couple different series that's kind of like this, but this was just the one that I saw that was on sale that I wanted to, figured I'd jump into that series. That's all that came into that box. So he can have that box now and stop crying. The next one was another weird packaging. It comes obviously in my order form. And this one was a book that I read at the library when I was in Texas. And it was right after the book had just came out, so the sequel hadn't came out yet. So I hadn't been able to see it, or read it. I'm sorry, not see it. And that is Cinder. If anybody doesn't know about Cinder, it's by Marissa Meyer. She's actually a really good author also. It's the Lunar Chronicles. What it is it's basically Cinderella in the future with crossbreeds of bionicles, along with, you know, like the royalty family and all that stuff. At first it's kind of a little difficult to understand. Like, she just kind of jumps into the story and doesn't quite explain everything the way, in my opinion, she should have. But it's actually a really good book. By the end of the book, I was like, oh my gosh, I need the second one. And I had to wait like 3 months, 6 months or something like that before the next one came out. But I decided to go ahead and buy that. So now I can reread it. And then I also bought the second book in the Chronicles, which is Scarlet. I believe right now they just released like the 5th one in the series. It was Cinder, then there was Scarlet, then there was, I think, Fairest, maybe another one. I know they just did one. It has a crown on the cover. I'm not sure exactly what the names of them are. I guess I could look at the book and it might have it in the back. I doubt it. No, it doesn't. But I can list them all below. But those were the books that I decided that I wanted to grab. I'm going to throw this stupid box thing over. Like I said, some of them were repurchases. They're going to be rereads, but I mean, they're really good books, so it was worth it to me. Like I said, I've been trying, or well, not said, but in previous videos, I've said I want to restart my library all over again, so that I can, you know, have my collection. I'm hoping that my boyfriend will finally build me the bookshelf that I want. We've kind of decided that I want a wall shelf. We haven't decided if my chair corner over here, if I can say that, or point in the right direction, if I want to build them in the whole corner, or if we're going to build it in this corner behind us and give me my own little indent. We haven't decided, but it's also getting him to build it for me. And I've been asking for a light in the closet since we moved in 5 months ago, and I've gave him the deadline of the end of this month, and it's still not done. So we will see. But once he gets that done, I'll be able to have my library up and start on that. I mean, I got my little chair, I got my little reading area, but all of my books are in boxes still because I have nowhere to put them. Places that I've lived before, I was able to do that, like there was shelving and all that stuff, so hopefully I can do that here. We're looking to stay here permanently, so it shouldn't be a big deal. But again, the books that I got are, if I can angle it right, Jemima J, Bookends, Cinder, Scarlet, and The Selection. So I'm excited. Of course, I don't know, I think I might have reader's block, kind of like writer's block, because I just cannot get myself to finish reading the one book that I've been working on. It is really sad. Don't judge me, but our boxer lab decided he wanted to chew up my book. If you have a lab, you understand my struggles. It is a never-ending battle with that chewing dog. He's gone through 4 pairs of my slippers. But I don't know why. The first 2 books, I was like all for reading. I had no problems. I was like going through those books like really quick. But this book, like, I don't know. It's 50 Shades Freed. I just can't get myself to read it. My mom read all 3 books in like a matter of a weekend, and she was like, oh, you just need to, you know, push through. The only thing I can think of is maybe I've got reader's block, and I'm just maybe not awake enough, not focused enough to do this. You know, there's been a lot going on. If you know me personally, you understand that we have 3 kids, and it's just, we got 3 dogs, 3 cats, 3 kids, a whole bunch of fish, and it's just, it's a struggle sometimes to get through, but this is my me time. I like to do this when you know, just have my alone time at night, but, I don't know, I can get myself to read maybe a chapter a night, but I'm usually like, oh, one more chapter, and next thing you know, the book's gone, and I'm like, oh, that's depressing. I just read that whole book in one night, and it's like 30 chapters, but, this one, I have to force myself to finish reading it. I don't know why. It's not that it's not an interesting book, because at first it was not interesting to me. Now it's starting to get interesting. I mean, there's more, I don't know the word I want to use. Action, interest, plot. The plot's getting bigger. But it just, I don't know. Maybe I'm all 50 Shades out. I don't know. Maybe I'm just annoyed with it, because I want to read Gray after this, but I'm just like, if I can't read this, how am I going to read that? But it doesn't matter. Hopefully I can finish this. My goal is to finish this by, it is Thursday. My goal is to finish this by Saturday, because I have not touched any of my other books that I've purchased, because I want to finish this book first. I haven't even finished reading the other book that I started reading, which is, ooh, what is, it's something Wicca. I can't remember the name of it. Sorry for all the moving around. I just decided I didn't want to sit in my chair today. It is Wicca, a guide for the solitary practitioner. I mean, you can see just a little bit in, which I love this little freaking bookmark that I got from Barnes&Nobles. That was actually a part of my last haul. I just never showed it. But I should be back with another haul next month, because I still have money left over on my gift card. Like I said, my boyfriend really spoiled me this last Christmas. So he also spoiled me for Valentine's Day, but I think I'm going to save that for another video. But I'm going to stop rambling now and let this close. But I will list all the books below. I'll do the rest of the Lunar Chronicles for you. I'm hoping to get the whole collection of Jane Green, because she's like my favorite. I've actually started looking at some first editions, and I don't know why they don't cost more. Like, she is a phenomenal writer. She's based out, well, not based, but she lives in the UK, so I would assume that's based out of the UK. And I like how it makes you want to be feminine and girly, and just like brings all that out. I don't know, that's how it does for me. But I mean, I don't know, in my opinion, she's great. I like her creativity and the way she describes stuff in it. I have a very vivid imagination, so it just, like, I go right there. So, but anyways, like I said, I'm gonna stop rambling. Hopefully there should be a few more videos to go. I've got a haul. I want to do my Valentine's Day stuff, and I have a haul that I did at Kirkland's, because for some reason our store was closing, and that's one of the things I got from there, which is gorgeous. It's actually really big, but it's gorgeous, because I'm hoping to redo our room once he decides to build me my bookshelves. So, all right, that's it. I will see you guys later. Kiki would say goodbye, but I think he ran off. So, all right, guys, I will see you later. Bye.